Dear friends, this is R.V. Shekhar, practicing compensatory. In this video, I am going to discuss about the compounding process under FEMA. If you contravene the FEMA provision, you are having two options. Either you have to pay LSF, late submission fee, or you have to go under compounding and get the offence compounded by RBI. I am going to discuss in detail about the compounding under FEMA in this video. Why complaints is important under FEMA? When an Indian company receives FDI from foreign country, it has to be reported by filing form FCGPR to RBI within 30 days of allotment of shares through its authorized dealer, that is banker. When shares are transferred between a non-resident and resident and vice versa, it has to be reported in FCTRS form within 60 days to RBI through your banker, that is authorized dealer. Below is the list of important compliances to be followed under the provisions of FEMA. Annual return of foreign liabilities and assets. This is called FLA return, and this is due during this 31st July 2020. So company who has not filed the FLA on or before 31st July 2020, then they have to go for compounding. So it is better to file before 31st July. Actually, it is 15th July deadline. Now the RBI has extended up to 31st July for this year. Annual performance report, APR, non-filing of annual performance report, external commercial borrowings, single master form with effect from 30/6/2018, advanced reporting form, ARF. Now it has been merged with the FCGPR, form FCGPR, form FCTRS and form ODI. Option available for rectification of non-compliances under FEMA. If any omission or commission is in reporting to RBI, then an Indian company or LLP can have the following two options to rectify the same. Payment of LSF, that is late submission fee, and then it will be regularized, or compounding. What is compounding? Compounding is the voluntarily admitting the contravention, pleading guilty and seeking redressal. Any contravention of the Act, any rules, regulations, notification, orders, directions, circulars issued thereunder can be compounded. The Reserve Bank of India has the power to compound any contravention under the Act, under the section 13 of the Act, except the contraventions mentioned under the section 3A. It compounds the contravention for a specified sum of amount, offering an opportunity of personal hearing to the applicant. See, under compounding there is a special relaxation. Then the parties who are applying for compounding can attend a personal hearing with the compounding officer and explain why they are not able to file in time, and the official will take into this their submission also while finalizing the compounding. Which offences are not compoundable? Compounding of offence under FEMA is not possible under section 3A if the contravention relates to serious contravention suspected of money laundering, terror financing, or affecting sovereignty or integrity of the nation. Such cases will not be compounded by the Reserve Bank of India. Any individual or corporate who contravenes any provisions of the FEMA 1999 and compounding may be applied suo motu, or making aware of the contravention by RBI or any other authority, or by any other means. Compounding orders passed on or after June 1st, 2016 are being published in the RBI website on monthly basis. I have collected many data from the RBI website, and I have just listed out various companies, what they have failed, how they what the amount compounding fee they have paid to RBI for the contravention under the FEMA. First, Datamatics Global Services Limited, failure to file APR, annual performance report, for ODI in wholly owned subsidiary in Germany for 10 years, that is from 2007 to 2016, fine amount rupees 7,72,500. Bennett Goldman and Company Limited, failure to file APR for ODA in wholly owned subsidiary. The applicant company had also delayed in filing of APRs with respect to this overseas JV for 8 years. That for 8 years from 2009 to 2016. Fine amount is rupees 4,35,833. Everest Kanto Cylinder Limited company failed to receive the amount of interest USD dollars 38,860 for the multiple loan remittance due on various dates from March 2018 and September 2018 from the overseas wholly owned subsidiary within the prescribed time of period of 60 days. Company submitted that the annual performance reported APRs for the year 2017-17 and 18 with a delay. So the amount of fine levied is 11,60,000 for this company. Indospace Capital Advisors Private. Delay in reporting of receipt of inward remittance, delay in submission of form FCGPR, delay in refund of excess consideration, and taking on records, transfer of shares in the books of company without certified FCTRS. So these are all the various offences committed by this company. Econ Management Consultants Private Limited. Delay in filing FCGPR, FCTRS, and delay in refund of excess application money. The amount fine is rupees 6,91,115. Hydeco Engineering Private Limited. Delay in issue of shares, delay in filing the annual return in respect of the foreign liabilities and filing of FLA, delay, and also issue of shares delayed. So rupees 4,38,371 was levied as fine. Shri Mohana or Velakapudi. Delay in filing FCTRS, rupees 5,22,500. TN Towers India Private Limited. Delay in reporting inward remittance on the FCGPR, rupees 14 crores 24 lakh 69,864. As per section 13 of the FEMA, RBI can levy penalty up to three times of sum involved. That is 14 crores means, so it can levy fine up to 52 crores. But it took a lenient view and levied a fine of 71,014. So in the case RBI has extensive power. It can levy 3 times of the amount non-reported. That is here 14 crores. And then it comes to 52 crores, whereas RBI levied only rupees 8,71,049 in this case. Lamanchi Softwares Export Limited. ODA reporting delays ranging from 8 years to 11 years up to 1 year were observed in the submission of share certificates. Share certificates submission was delayed for more than 1 year in 5 occasions, and 11 APRs were submitted beyond the due date. Company was fined. The company, the LMLC software was fined 2,72,419 for violations. Sri Gogul Kalyana Sundaram. The applicant filed from the form FCTRS with a delay of 1 year, 3 months, approximately beyond the prescribed period of 60 days from the date of receipt of the consideration. Fine was levied rupees 11,250. Healthcare Global Enterprises Limited. Applicant was not eligible to raise ECB under the automatic route on the date of transaction. AAC ceiling breached and LRN not obtained. Loan registration number was not obtained. So contravention of the section regulation of the 6 of the Act. A fine of 17 lakhs 69,000 was levied for this company. So LRN has not been filed. ECB under it is not eligible to obtain ECB under automatic route. So it has violated all these provisions. Then received from wholly owned subsidiary or holding company. Non-reporting of downstream investments by the applicant to the RBI. The applicant did not report its downstream investments, both direct and indirect, in the following Indian companies to the RBI subsequent to receiving indirect foreign investments, and the total FD for indirect investments received by the company is 110 crores, and the amount of fine was levied 73 lakhs 41,300. This is a heavy fine, first heavy fine against this company. Atria Convergency Technologies Private Limited. Narendra, this applicant was engaged in the business of import and export of diamonds. since approximately for last 15 years, five decades, the applicants had imported rough diamonds on credit but did not affect the repayment within the stipulated period of 180 days. Non-repayment of foreign currency credit extended by the overseas supplier of goods for a period of exceeding 6 months on a couple of occasions. Sometimes settlement of the party claimed that sometimes settlement of import dues may be delayed due to disputes, financial difficulties, etc. Authorized dealers may make in such a cases remittance in such a cases even if the period of 6 months has expired. One of the banks the party argued that one of the banks terminated their working capital limits abruptly. That is why they suffered. They could not able to make the payment within 180 days of the import. So we have seen so many cases under this direct examples, real case studies, and if a non-filing of APR and indirect investments downstream, they are not reported properly, non-filing of FCGPR and non-filing of FCTRs in time, and also non-delivery of share certificates after allotment of shares to the foreign investors, and all these come under the compounding, and company and advisors to the company should be take very serious in advising the company so that compounding can be reduced at the maximum level. Conclusion: under compounding, the applicant and his advisor can appear in person and explain the reason with the RBI compounding officials, which is not available under LFS, late fee submission scheme. So under compounding, the applicant can come to the RBI, meet the officials and explain what wrong, why they have not filed in time. That's why. I have seen a long list of compounding orders in the RBI website. I wonder why auditors of the company or secretarial auditors have not pointed out these FEMA issues in the report. Had they reported, these violations would have been corrected at the earlier stages and not after 10 years or so. Like secretarial or statutory audit, FEMA audit should also be prescribed by the RBI under FEMA for those companies which has FDI, ODI, ECB, etc., so that violations can be stopped at the initial stage itself. So this, friends, I hope this video will be very informative for you, and if you like it, please share it. You like it, and also please subscribe my channel whenever I issue, so that whenever I issue a new video, it will come to you directly. Thanking you once again. This is R.V. Shekhar, practicing company secretary.